Warning: the following video clip contains strong language and has therefore been rated 18 plus by the YouTube NECCA. Viewer discretion is advised. If there is anyone present that is under the age of 18, please ask them to do either of the following. 1. Cover their ears. 2. Put in headphones. 3. Leave the room completely. You should also ask them to close their eyes in case they can lip read. Thank you for your understanding. YouTube, NECCA, and the makers of this video do not condone the usage of foul language in any situation or circumstance. This video is purely for entertainment purposes only. Do not try these words at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome everybody to 6 Degrees of a Belly Dancer. I am here with Shasha and Tina again. Sorry, we've been gone for a couple weeks. I had some technical difficulties that I had to, had to fix. So you know, it happens, man. The people over here at Cryovato Records and Felony in Progress are cheap bastards, man. So I find myself fixing all my shit myself. So. But, you know, if you want to, you can refer to me as the artist formerly known as Trash Bag Luggage. So.
Oh, how do I draw that symbol? Well,
anyway,
over here at 6
happening?
Degrees, we're a bunch of ding-dongs because we're back an episode because I pressed the record on the break. And so, yeah, we recorded the break. Anyways.
Hey, dude, I bet it was actually fun to listen to you guys gab and bitch about, you know, whatever for the next 5 minutes. You know, I'm sure that was pretty funny.
You would have been proud of us.
I totally wanted to hear the show.
We started out with serial killers. We went into drum circles, and we ended with poker, and we're like, wow. And that was my cat.
Any survivors?
You wouldn't even believe it. But yeah, I was just saying right off the bat, I was like, Tony's right. I was too young to read about H.H. Holmes in 7th grade. It was 8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah,
that's still kind of walking the line there.
Oh, yeah. He was a trippy guy, man. Built the death castle and everything, dude.
Yeah, I mean, well, and then Tina was like not into serial killers. But I did tell her that I gotta... You know how you get your emails, and I prefer everybody email the 6 Degrees at your cryovato at gmail.com.
Yeah, that email box is open.
You're very responsible with emails. But I got a DM from someone about drum circles and belly dancing, and what we thought about that, and if we would ever belly dance at a drum circle. Now, right off the bat, I was thinking probably not. I mean, do you know why not?
I will say the very first Grateful Dead concert that I ever went to was in 1994 in Oakland for Mardi Gras. And they had this huge drum circle. I mean, it was like 30 or 40 people. and there was like 3 girls in the center they were dancing, man. I mean, I don't say they were exactly belly dancing, but they were definitely dancing, and they were, dude, it sounded great, it looked great. I mean,
when Adisi and I were in the Bay Area, my boyfriend's mom was on a school bus, living on a school bus. His name was Steve Ornlicker. That's how we got to California. But she followed the Dead, and they were somewhere, you know what, 1994? No, because my daughter was born in 94, so this was maybe 2 years before that. Grateful Dead, okay. Like all in the parking lot of the grocery stores near Mountain View. They're peeing in there, pooping in their coffee mugs, and his little sister was 12 selling acid and veggie burritos. 12 and selling acid. Everybody's smoking weed. But yeah, there was some drum circles, and everybody was naked. Like, the children were naked, everybody was topless. My boyfriend kept wanting to go over there, and I was getting mad. This is all like, I mean, it was like a big homeless campsite in the parking lot. I didn't actually go into the Grateful Dead. This was out in the parking lot.
You just went to the parking lot, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they call it Shakedown Street. So like when you're out in the parking lot and everyone's out there, they call it Shakedown Street.
Jeez, are you sure that was 94, Tony? Because it sounds so familiar. Do they do that every year?
Yeah, they did that every year for Mardi Gras in February. Okay. Yeah, and I went to their last 3, actually. I went to the one in 93, 94, and 95.
Yeah, we were just in the outskirts with some of the garbage people. But the drum circles there, I was thinking, when I think drum circle, well, obviously I think Liberty Park, like Tina was talking about last week, which you've been to those, right, Tony, here in Salt Lake?
No, I had, it's been forever since I've actually hung out in Salt Lake. Usually when I go to Utah, I'm like in and out of Salt Lake, in the Salt Lake Valley, like quick, man. I'm like gone.
You know where Liberty Park is, right?
I do know where Liberty Park is.
Okay, I think that's where it started in the 90s. But I had my first kid when I was 18. I think that's when the drum circles were getting big. I remember pushing a stroller through, but it's just kind of like a lot of kids. And yeah, I think of the Grateful Dead. I was thinking of people are getting naked probably because they're really high. Right. And the drum circle is kind of like, I don't know, what is everybody trying to do? Get on the same kind of rhythm vibe?
They're trying to roll the beat, so I mean, it sounds like a rolling, something that meshes together.
And you got to find that rhythm and get in there, but
right.
Who's the leader of that, Who sets that tone, and what's that culture? Is it Native American? Is it?
It's definitely a tribal something, man, but I'd always see like the oldest guy in the drum circle who had the biggest bongo. That's the leader, and it's like 4 feet tall, and he's sitting there by, and then all of a sudden 20 people come and sit around him, and it's the Maharisha all over again.
So it'd be kind of weird for our kind of belly dancing to go out there and kind of get it all like culturaled out when it's kind of just like a mantra vibe, like a Buddhist thing, we try to ride the rhythm of the earth,
right.
They try to and then it makes people like start stripping, and I don't know if it's so much belly dancing or just wailing around with your arms in the air because you're like, woohoo, mushrooms. It's a daytime rave.
Right. I just took a 4-way window pane, man. I'm gonna be freaking out.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, well, probably to answer that question, we probably wouldn't necessarily dance there. I mean, when Jerry took me to San Francisco for a vacation, I was like, I gotta go on Haight because, back in the day, DC and I were like hanging out at the Golden Gate Park up there, and we took Andrew up there. He was like maybe 6 or 7, and there's the biggest drum circle I've ever seen. Like, I was like, whoa, and you could see fleas jumping off of people, and And I just felt really uneasy taking Andrew through there. I was like, I just don't think this is a place, even though there are naked kids running around. It just was like not safe. So I took him to the other side where the cross dressers were.
So were you on Hippie Hill or were you right at Kennedy and Haight?
Well, okay, at the top of Haight where that McDonald's is, if you cross the street and go almost towards
the street
Botanical
is Kennedy?
Gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a big hill. I mean, it was huge.
That is called Hippie Hill.
Yeah. I mean, I would, if I wanted to hang out there, I think I would want to be on some mushrooms because I definitely wouldn't want to be sober.
Go there on April 20th, man. Talk about
Oh,
a
I
crazy
bet.
time.
Oh,
Oh,
420.
Dude, and it's called they have what they call there the Great American Smokeout, and I mean, they
Oh my
It has a
gosh,
different meaning.
I looked
sit
up
there
that
and smoke
hashtag a couple
weed.
years ago.
But yeah, they sit out there and they smoke weed all day, man. It's like a giant cloud that floats over the city
Oh
out to
yeah,
the
and
ocean.
when we went there, it wasn't even legal yet, and you could just see it in the air.
Right, right.
Yeah, well, I was older, but I didn't see any drum circles when Adisi and I were over there, except in the around what Mountain View or somewhere
Mountain
like
View,
that. The
yeah,
big
Mountain View's
Grateful
in
Dead
Shoreline.
thing.
Yeah, that's in Shoreline. That's it's on the other side of the bridge.
And then yeah, we also went to some rainbow gathering up in the mountains. Oh yeah, you know when you talked about someone taking a shit outside a skinny puppy? My boyfriend's mom, we were sleeping outside, and I heard rain, and we were by the school bus because they lived in the school bus, and I saw a
Right.
glisten in the moonlight of a puddle kind of rolling down. I'm like, get up, get up! A little pea line coming down towards our bag,
Gross.
sleeping on the ground. It was his mom. His mom was taking a piss outside of the school bus.
Look at Tina. She's like squinting her eyes, going, "Oh my God."
Okay, I gotta
We-
bring
we-
Tina.
I can't
Tina,
even imagine that. I can't even imagine
Dude,
that.
we have dived into the depths of hell.
what
and
kind of
we're talking
hairdo
about
would you
poop
give
and
somebody
pee.
going to a drum circle?
Probably dreads.
Oh well, yeah, Tony. He's all ready for the drum circle, except for he's wearing that leather jacket. Maybe a
Yeah, it's my cut. You
drum
know, it's
circle with
my
his
new
bike
cut.
or his gasser.
It's my new cut that I've been building. It's not done
Oh
yet. but
yeah.
it's almost
I saw
done,
that
but
picture. That is
yeah, it's-
badass. I gotta see.
I'm just
that
waiting for
picture
my new
again.
rocker bars to come in the mail, and we'll get
That's
it all
awesome.
sewn
Take
on,
another
so.
picture of it with it done.
I will. I
I
will.
can
But
put
dude,
that up.
my wife saw, you better start wearing that thing. I'm like, all right. 'Cause
Yeah.
dude, it's like super new. I'm trying to get it all bent in, and it's just
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
because
gotta
it's
Kinda
wear
probably kind of
cumbersome.
uncomfortable right now with it being as stiff as it is, right?
right. It's not too bad actually. It's
Do you
Yeah.
have to treat it with
Carry.
something
no
to get it to be a little more flexible?
You treat it with
You
mosh
just-
pits.
Yeah, mosh
You
pits.
get in
gotta,
there and you just really break
exactly.
it
and go wreck a couple of times on my bike. It'll be fine.
in.
But
Get some beer spilt on it.
there you go. You got it, man. That's how you do it. But
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So did Tony? Did you check out any of that YouTube that I put on our Facebook of the Yasmin Hamdan?
I did. What did you guys think
Oh,
of her?
did
Did you guys like her stuff?
Oh, that was such a badass song from that movie.
Oh yeah,
vampire movie, but I
Only
put
Two
it-
Lovers Left Alive. You guys gotta watch that movie.
Yeah, when I get any time at all to watch a movie, I've got a list like this of shit. I like tell people I'll watch that, but the YouTube, I was like thinking, oh, the music, yeah. I
Right.
definitely posted one of those. I was like, she is so badass. I'm gonna share this link. But yeah,
Yeah,
oh well, the
she's-
drum circle thing. I wanted to go over that just because I actually got a DM if somebody asked if we were going to belly dance at one, and I was all excited about the DM. I was like, oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
when am I going to get
somebody
to
was
see some
asking about
dancing
it.
here, ladies? We've been talking.
Oh, I
about
know,
this and
I know,
talking
yeah.
about this. When do I get to see some dancing? Okay, come on. I'm
you
sure
tell
our
me.
listeners would love to see it as well.
You know what? I have a couple of places I'm going to contact to see if we can maybe dance at the Ren Fair in Farmington, Tina, and maybe I don't know about the Helper Arts Festival anymore. We did a couple of shows there, but well,
You going down to Carbon County, are you?
I know you are, but we're always cutting through there, and we might just meet. I don't know. And you're going to be in Salt Lake on the 18th, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Is
I
it
mean,
for
I popped
this?
through Salt Lake.
It's not for the Bonneville thing, is it?
No. I'm just gonna go see my family. I haven't been home in 3 years, dude. So I think it's time I gotta go and see my dad. My grandmother's 92 years old, so I gotta.
Wow.
Oh, you got good genes. Dang,
So I gotta go see her, see my dad.
that's great.
The aunts, uncles,
We'll see
friends.
you too.
But you know what, dude? Something really trippy happened to me. Got about, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. I went back home and to visit, and I was by myself, and I stopped off at that little gas station.
Swifties?
Is that what it's called? It's right there in Helper when you come out of the canyon.
Well, it
It's
used
off
to be
the right.
Swifties when we were
There you
growing up,
go,
but now
right.
it's something.
Right. So anyway, I stopped there to get something to drink before I headed into Price, and I seen this dude, man, and he's sitting, next to the building, like on one of those little picnic tables or whatever, and he's dirty, he's smelly, he's crazy, and he jumps up and he goes, hey, dude, long time no see. And I'm all, hey, man. And I couldn't remember who it was. And then he goes, dude, you gave me my first hit of acid, man. I'm thinking,
Whose little brother was it?
This is I know, right? And this is just fucking great. Are you telling me that I'm responsible for this?
You're not responsible if you can't handle that.
Right, dude. He's all, dude, you gave me my first hit of acid in high school. I'm like, oh, great, dude.
Oh my
Thanks,
gosh.
man. That's wonderful. It's good to see you too. And
Did
the
you
funny
ever
thing
figure out
is,
who it was?
I couldn't for the life of me. It didn't look like anybody I went to high school with. I'm like,
at first I was gonna say, oh, that was my dad. Until you said it when he was a kid. I was like, oh no, much younger.
dude, yeah, it tripped me out. But I am looking forward to going home and at least getting taco time. So.
Oh yeah, where's the taco time in Price?
It's right there by what's over there by Wendy's.
Oh yes, okay, taco time.
Market?
Okay, yeah, I forgot.
We don't
over
have
by
taco
the City
time in
Market.
California, and it sucks. That's like awesome Mexican fast food, man.
You just said it.
Dude, it's like the ultimate Mexican fast dining. It's.
I used to work at Taco Time, the one on 39th South and State Street here in Salt Lake when I was in my 20s.
Crisp bean burritos, man, that's where it's at. Cheddar Mexi fries, dude, I'm all about it.
My daughter worked there too. When I got the job, I had her. She was 2, and I had a stroller with only 3 wheels because it just fell off. And I had to take her to the interview, and then my boss told me, the only reason I hired you is because I felt sorry for you because you had that stroller with 3 wheels. I'm like, oh, thank you. Well, Alicia grew up, and when she was 16, I said, hey, go ask Matt for a job at Taco Time. And she went in there and said, hey, I'm that kid that was in the stroller with the 3 wheels. I'm Shasha's daughter. And he's like, oh my gosh, you can work here right
Give
away.
her a job
She
on the
went right
spot.
That's how she got her job.
Nice. I think the craziest place I've ever worked, I was a cook at Denny's in Humboldt County for a while, and that was
wow.
every night you're like squeegeeing piles of food off the floor, I mean, because
in the wee hours when all of the goths would come in and drink coffee.
Well, so at the one that I worked at, the lead singer of NoFX owned a bar right down the street. And so like every Friday and Saturday night at 2 a.m., they would, all these people would fucking dump out of that club and come in there and be ordering fucking pancakes. And oh my God, dude, it was fucking, dude, I hated it. I will never work for Denny's ever again. In fact, I don't
Humboldt County
man.
That is so so beautiful up there. Oh,
it is. I moved there right after high school. Like as soon the summer I got out of high school, I took off.
Left.
I bailed.
Wow.
Anyway, I think we are coming up on a break.
Okay.
So, anybody got anything good to say before we go? Something, anything, please.
Tina?
Give me something.
Have you given anybody any dreadlocks lately?
To be honest,
yeah,
I don't know how to do them.
I'm sure she has a ton of customers coming in asking for the homeless look.
Yes.
That
You're like, and that will be $2,000.
Yeah, I've had people. I've had people come up to me and be like, "Dude, is that your real hair, man?" No, dude. I wanted to go for the homeless look, so I paid somebody a shitload of money to keep my fucking head. Yeah, what do you think, man?
Oh.
But alrighty, we are gonna go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we will dig back into 6 Degrees of a Belly Dancer. No relation to Kevin Bacon, by the way. So stick with us.
That's too
all right,
bad.
stick with us, and we'll see you soon.
I love bacon.
Who doesn't, right?
Are we paused?
I'll clip that.
Tired of watching all the fun? Why not get your share? This is the year, this is the month, this is the week, and today is the day. It costs so little to come alive. We'll show you how at Arthur Murray's. A great place to be somebody.
Hello, we're back with 6 Degrees of a Belly Dancer with Tony and Shasha and Tina.
Hello.
Yay.
Hey, yay, we are back. That was a short
I'm
break.
glad we're back.
Yes.
We
It's
missed
not a
you,
bad
Tony.
day. It's not. I know. And
Yeah.
but duty calls.
When
and-
he left, he really did leave.
I missed one weekend. You guys
Excuse
should have
me.
been okay.
The key phrase there is we should have been okay.
Oh my God.
Exactly. It's all a practice. Well, my drum circle message came in from one of my friends who lives in his van, and his job is literally playing poker and traveling around. So it's probably pretty easy for him to just go to a drum circle, whereas I have a pretty busy schedule, and if you're going to go to a drum circle, you probably have to have a pretty free, open,
Pretty open
carefree
schedule.
life.
Sure. Live in a van down by the river. That's how you have a carefree life.
Oh yeah, or he lives in a casino parking lot since
Oh,
his
wonderful.
job's the poker.
Hey, dude. You know what? I like poker. I do.
Do you
but
play it? I do not
do.
play it.
I do. Now, see, when you go to these casinos, their table game, the only thing they play is Texas Hold'em.
Okay, is
I like-
that
I like-
poker?
Yeah, it is. But it's just one style of poker. Like,
Oh,
see, like when I play poker with a bunch of guys, I want to play like a bunch of different poker games, not just that one.
what?
Play like
I didn't know there
five-card
was more than
stud.
one poker.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a lot. There's
several.
Yeah,
Huh.
3-toe Pete, 5-card draw, 5-card. There's a bunch of games, and all they play is Texas Hold'em. And it's boring.
Wow,
It
I
gets
wonder
boring.
what kind he plays to make money enough to live off of. It being-
Right.
What's the kind on TV?
That's Texas Hold'em.
That's Texas.
Is that
Hold'em,
the
must
most
be it.
popular?
It is, and the one thing that bums me out is they never play any other games but Texas Hold'em, and it gets
Wow.
boring after a while. It's
Oh,
like how
that's
much?
That's the one that's like Yahtzee. And that might be the only way I can possibly
Yeah,
think
well,
of it.
So the only way that I can explain it is it's poker hands, okay, and whether it's either a roll your own where they flip the card, or you roll it or they roll your own where they or you flip your card, and you need a poker hand. Basically straights, flushes, 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind.
Okay, that sounds like Yahtzee. And there is dice in poker too,
Right.
or is it just the cards?
No dice, just cards.
Okay. I was like, I never saw dice in there. Tina, do
Yeah,
you know
no,
how to play
just
poker?
cards.
No.
Do you play any card games?
A few, but they're not poker.
Oh, like what do you play?
Gin, blackjack.
Oh, okay. I don't.
Oh, I
play
like
any.
gin.
Fish.
I like gin.
I forgot to play solitaire.
Yeah, solitaire.
Yeah, I like gin. Gin's good.
I only drink gin, and it doesn't taste like anything. I'm always like, "We sure we got alcohol in this thing?" Tina, what hairdo would you give the poker player on the TV show, The Big Showdown?
I would do like the 80s mullet, the Patrick Swayze.
Perfect.
Ooh, that'd
I
be
can
cool.
see
Or-
that.
Right, or you could do like the '60s beehive.
So
Make
that's
it like
distracting.
make it like super high. Come sit at the table. The people are all, what the fuck?
I know they'd be so distracted by the beehive, you could
Right.
like totally check out the cards.
Right? They put a big flower on the side of it. Like this big around. You just go, hi.
A little smoke bomb in
Oh,
there.
heck, we
so-
could probably even sneak a little camera in there so you can
Right.
Good idea.
and everything.
Dude. The
Brilliant.
best, actually, it'd be best to have like an infrared camera Because then you
Oh,
could see whose
yeah.
temperature goes up and whose goes down when they have a good or a bad hand.
Yeah.
There
That
you
would
go.
let
Or
you read
just
the other
say,
players.
can you
So
hook up this lie detector test to you?
right, yeah, because when you play poker, you're not playing against the dealer or the house. You're playing
Right.
against every other player at the
Well,
table. So
But I
Right.
could not play it because I cannot hold still for very long, and that looks like something where you kind of got to just read the energy.
dude,
and
you got to turn your emotions off from, head to toe and have a blank slate.
weird.
And
Never,
and
don't get fidgety. Don't, just
Mhm.
relax.
Yeah,
and
you got to be
people have
really cool.
signs.
Yeah,
Really
people have
chill.
signs. Exactly. You could see the signs, like scratch their ear if they got a good hand, or
How about those people with the
fidget.
aviator sunglasses? Can't you just see their hand
well,
in there?
Right.
They wear them,
Dude,
but
did you see what the Kim Kardashian did that? She went to play poker and she was wearing mirror glasses.
so you really could see her hand.
Yeah,
I've seen a guy
uh-huh.
wearing them
Like,
on the
okay.
show, but I
Yeah,
thought, oh, that's
how
his
dumb can
spill.
you
You're gonna
be?
try and look.
How dumb can you
Oh
be,
my
man? Come
gosh.
on. The Kardashians are not real celebrities, are they? I don't think they are.
Probably now,
Why
but
the
when
hell
Paris
did
Hilton
they
and
have so much money?
Lionel Richie's
I
girl
know.
had a show, that's when I first heard of her. They were their arch rivals.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Paris and
Nicole
whatever.
Richie and Paris Hilton.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess they're still spending OJ's money, so it's all right.
It's gonna go
Yeah.
on through generations.
Right. That's how they got rich the first time was OJ.
Is
O.J.
that how it
Simpson.
happened? Wait, which one's the Hiltons
So-
or the Kardashians?
The Kardashians.
Kardashians.
So their
And-
dad,
was
the dad, he was one
the
of
attorney.
OJ's main lawyers. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay.
So they're still spending OJ money.
Dang. Wow. Yeah, I literally remember that OJ thing going on. I had the apartment downtown Salt Lake. Alicia was 6 months old. Freaking the Fox 13 newscast. It's still the same cast today.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I did watch the other day? I watched that Mormon Murders on Netflix. Did you guys watch that
More
yet?
of it,
About
like
Mark
the
Hoffman?
Hoffman, Allred.
Yeah.
I watched part
Oh.
of it. I gotta watch the whole thing.
Yeah, my mom, we never had a car and she'd take the bus, but one of the bus drivers was the Allred's brother-in-law, Lafferty
Oh,
or
really?
wait, what are their names? Was
Well,
Lafferty one of them or was that a bomber?
This doctor that I work with at the hospital, when he was in junior high when those bombs were going off, and his neighbors were the Sheets. Where that
Oh,
woman
wow.
got one of the packages and it blew up. They lived next
Oh,
door, and
wow.
he was best friends with the Sheets kid, and yeah, his mom blew up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But now that
Did she
guy-
die?
Oh yeah. Now now that guy is the administrator for LDS Hospital.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Where were you watching that? Or did you say you were reading it?
No, it's on
on
Netflix. It's
Netflix.
called
Oh,
The Mormon
Netflix.
Murders.
Okay, I don't have
Yeah.
Netflix.
It's called The Mormon Murders, and it's about Mark Hoffman, and
You know, watching
weirdo.
him, he had
Hoffman, that was the
absolutely
name.
no emotion. It was so no empathy, no
Right.
anything.
But he was one of the greatest forgers of all time.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
really, he was, dude. That guy.
and I had
dude,
no idea that's what it was all about, was the forgery.
Yeah, and then when he got to prison and he got his life sentences, he actually crippled his arm so he would never be able to forge again.
That
Wow.
big of a problem?
Yeah, he crippled his own arm.
That is unusual.
Yeah, he's
So
kind of
weird.
a weird.
Is he
guy,
like
but-
some kind of an FLSD kid? Or
Well,
FT?
so
What the heck
is what he was is he was a document collector, and he started faking all these really old Mormon documents to sell to the church for hundreds of
Oh,
thousands of
okay. I
dollars.
remember that. how that-
Yeah, and he was about to get caught, and so he sent bombs everywhere.
And he just started believing what he was writing in there. I mean, what was
No,
he
I mean,
faking
he-
in there? Just whatever he wanted?
Yeah, I mean, he said he found these, papers with Joseph Smith on them, and Joseph Smith's wife, and the Salamander papers, and I mean, he was forging a lot
Wow.
of stuff, and
Weird.
even making it old, and I mean, to the point where the FBI couldn't even tell if it was fake or not. So,
Wow. Was he
Yeah.
selling them or
Forgeries.
something for money?
yeah, he was
somebody
selling
think?
them to the church, yeah.
Okay.
And because the church was buying
Mm.
them up, they were like, "Yeah, we want those documents," So,
Oh,
but-
wow. What a mess.
yeah, he's still in Bluffdale, sitting there
Mhm.
rotting away to this day.
Yeah, wow. Pass them all the time. I'm on my way to IKEA.
Oh, that's out in Draper now. IKEA's in Draper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
out there. The prison's
And
gonna
the
be
prison's
moving.
going to be moved, isn't it?
Yeah,
where are they
by
putting
the,
there?
out by the lake. So
They're building a prison out by the Great Salt Lake.
Yeah, so it'd be north of Magna, West Valley,
Yeah.
west of the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping them way
Wow.
out there, salty.
Wow. All right. Hey.
Well,
Yeah.
they're
that's-
so overcrowded they can't fit anybody
Oh,
in
they're
there.
they're right in the neighborhood.
God, whenever I
The
drove past
whole
that place,
city
it
is
always
just
gave me
built
the
up
creeps.
there. Tony, when you come in a couple weeks, your mind's gonna be blown of how many apartments are everywhere. It looks like Seattle everywhere.
Really?
It's crazy. It has grown so
It is
much.
building up in these big, colorful, towny apartments where I am thinking, how in the hell does anybody afford anything around here?
Oh, is
Let
it
alone-
expensive?
Thousands of these wonderful apartments.
Dude, when I lived in the last time I lived in Price, I had a 1-bedroom apartment and I paid $125 a month.
Wow.
Wow. When you go to Price, how long are you going to stay?
About 4 days.
4 days.
4 days.
All family? Are you going to see any friends?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna see my friends.
Oh my gosh.
I got friends to go see. I got to go to East Carbon and Sunnyside, you know.
Dude, Jerry and I should stop by on our trip on our way to Moab or Grand Junction, wherever we may be going, and we should pop in and say hi to Gwenda.
I know, huh? That
We
would
should
trip her
have
out,
her
huh?
ride her motorcycle. I want to get some pictures and like have her be on the podcast. She's like my badass friend from first grade.
Yeah, that chick is I haven't seen her in many years. We talk
yeah.
every once in a while on Facebook. She says she likes the Open Air Sonar show, so.
Yeah, that's why too. I'm like, oh my gosh, love you, Gwenda.
Right.
She was our first YouTube subscriber, so I was like, love you, Gwenda. We got to say hi to her.
Yeah, definitely.
She's
Yeah,
badass.
you know what? I probably haven't seen Gwen since 1994.
That was sooner than me. I haven't seen her since the 8th or 9th grade, Tony, for real. And then she was always in trouble, and I was always in trouble, you know. You always just hear these stories. My mom would always clip out her newspaper clippings of who went to jail that week and send them to me and go, your friend Gwenda.
Dude, you know what? I look at those.
you.
I look at those bookings, those Carbon County bookings. I look at those
They're
every
fun.
week because, you know, my aunt is the head kitchen lady over there. She makes all
Oh,
their
wow.
food, okay?
She knows my dad for sure.
And so when I see like a friend of mine or something that I know, you know, I'll send her a text and I'll say, hey, man, can you take this dude an extra brownie for dessert or something?
Oh, yay. It's good to know Tony on the outside.
Yeah, right. So, well, dude, and then it's what's funny, man, is so I went back last time I was there for a visit, I saw a friend of mine and we were hanging out and he says, you know, I'm really not supposed to be out, dude, but I really wanted to come see you. You know, it's been forever. And I said, you're not supposed to be out. And he goes, yeah. And he pulled up his pant leg and there was one of them ankle bracelets on there, you know, with a big box. And then he goes, but it's cool, dude. It's biscuits and gravy day tomorrow at the jail. So I'll just go spend the night over there and then I'll get good breakfast
part
in
of
the
his
morning. I said,
routine.
oh my God, dude,
Schedule
are
it
you
in.
serious? Yeah. He's like, it's okay. It's biscuits and gravy day at the jail. So.
See, it shows you can adapt to any lifestyle.
Oh, dude, I remember, dude, the Price jail before they built that jail, dude. God, that was horrible. It was like
The Price
upstairs.
jail right there
They
on
had
Main
like,
Street.
yeah, they had like 2 cells, you know, like 10
They
guys.
have the
in
little
there,
grass
dude.
area. You can drive by and wave hi.
Oh no,
Swear to
that's
God, drive by and wave hi to
that's
my dad.
that's the juvenile one.
It's the what?
That's the
That's juvenile
one.
now?
That's juvenile.
I
yeah,
went
that's-
not. It used to be the jail though, because I went to visit
Yeah.
my dad in there.
right.
I
But,
didn't know
yeah,
that was
it's-
like a little DT now.
Yeah, it's
Where
that's-
is the jail? I'm sure it's got to be bigger than
right
that.
now. It is over there at the very end of Main Street.
No, that's what I'm talking about. At the end
I
of
didn't
Main
remember a
Street.
grass
It's got the
area,
little
yeah.
grass area with the barbed wire right on the
Oh,
sidewalk.
I never noticed that they had that there, but
Yeah, it might be like a little run so they can
Oh,
have some
some-
fresh air.
so you get
But
some
you
fresh
can
air.
drive by and be like, sup?
you remember Jimmy Pendleton, right? Do you remember that
name
guy?
Sounds so familiar.
Well, because he was a
Pendleton.
crazy maniac who lived in Price, and somebody ripped him off with some drugs, and he locked them in their house and burnt their house down with them inside of it.
Oh my goodness!
wow.
Wow, what
Yeah.
was he a big tweaker?
Yeah, a bit, and you know, kind of a metalhead dude, and, you know,
Dang.
a Hesher, I guess you would call it.
Jeez,
but
yeah,
anyway.
that last name sounds really crazy familiar.
Yeah. So anyway, they couldn't keep him in the Price jail because he was causing a lot of problems over there. So they sent him up north until trial. So
Wow.
I guess he's looking at life.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's a guy that we went to school with.
Wow.
Oh my
So was that
gosh.
recently then? If he's
It was about a year ago.
Dang.
Yeah.
Whoa.
My dad called and told me, he's all, hey, remember that friend you used to have, Jimmy? And I said, yeah. He said, he went nuts. And I said, what? And so I looked it up on my phone, and sure enough, dude, he fucking locked these people in a basement and burned their house down.
Wow.
Yeah, he's nuts. But
Wow.
I guess small towns will do that to you. Small towns and meth, of course. So.
You're telling me. Yeah, that's why me and Adise are always in trouble. We're like trying to get out of there.
Dude, I know. And then my dad's telling me there's heroin in Price. I'm like, heroin?
Yeah, it's usually the other way around, but I guess if you got to deal with Price, you got to deal with Price somehow.
Dude, it blows my mind.
But,
I mean,
yeah.
most we used to
Didn't
do
know
was
they
drink
had
a
that
bunch of
much money.
Robitussin. Right. Dude, the most we used to do was just smoke some weed and drink some Robitussin.
Yeah, that sounds
like we were going mad.
Heroin?
I'm just
Drive
like,
around looking for
Jesus.
those jungle juice parties with the garbage can and the fruit.
Right. There you go. Dude, I remember I woke up from one of those, dude, and I had a piece of fruit stuck to my face and like no pants on, and I'm like laying on my front yard. And I wake up and my dad stared at me, goes, "Have a good time?" And I'm all, yeah.
He's like,
all,
now
"Well,
get to work.
I hope it was worth it." That's what he said. He's like, "What happened to your pants?" I said, "I really don't know." Is that fruit on your face? Oh yeah.
The small town driving up and down Main Street.
Main Street, parking
Did
at
you-
Smith's parking lot and McDonald's right there. Oh yeah, dude. That's where it was at.
Did you ever drive up and down State Street, Tina? Do you
Oh,
remember that
man.
cruising State
Yes,
Street?
I loved Cruisin' State.
Yeah, my mom used to take us when I was in first grade. She took me and Gwenda when we were in the first grade. And she used to do dumpster diving, and not because we were poor, because she was on these weird medications that was like tweak. And she would go looking for all this shit in the garbage all night, and she took us with. And she found a bunch of cartons of cigarettes. So she was dragging the State Street with her friend, and she let me and Gwenda throw these packs of cigarettes out to people and guys. We were in first grade. I wonder if she remembers that.
Nice.
Should I see what time this is?
What time does it say on the counter?
Shimmy on! Just kidding. Let's get...
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today for 6 Degrees of a Belly Dancer. I know we really didn't talk about a whole lot of belly dancing, but we did have fun. Did we, ladies? We had fun.
Naked
Right?
drum circles, if that's not belly dancing.
Dude, if that's not belly dancing, I don't know what is, okay? But I got to see some of this stuff soon. So you guys better get ready to put on a show, because I'm sure our listeners
Oh,
want to see it
man. I
too,
better
so.
start stretching, touching my toes then.
What aren't you supposed to, if you're a dancer, aren't you supposed to do this like every week?
COVID has given me so many excuses. I don't know how to dig
do.
myself out
Right,
anymore.
I hear that, man. I'm like, I don't want to go out anywhere. Dude, I like being at home, man.
Yep.
Most of the time, my wife is even to the point where she's all, "Please get the fuck out." I'm like, why? There's nowhere to go.
You're like, I can just see people on the screen right here.
Right. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining us, and we will come back again next week. I will be sprinkling the music of Cabaret Nocturne, the Belgian duo, through this episode. So if you like it, tell me what you think and get back to us at CRYOVATO. A reply is guaranteed. Ladies, always a pleasure.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Tony.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys. Shimmy on.